Hello, Steve Arts 89. Well, Resident Evil is getting some criticism. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the series. I saw, I know I saw the first film. I might have seen the second film. I don't really remember them. It didn't really grab me. I believe it was a game. I didn't play the game back in the day. But they now have a TV series, and it's getting a lot of criticism. Now, some of it is your usual alt-right complaining about race swapping and wokeness and all those things. It's interesting though, this one, because there's also a lot of criticism from Japan and Asian markets, which is apparently where the game originated. It was originally called Biohazard there, and some people are calling it politically correct hazard. So they have some issues with the diversity, which does imply some racism, which is something we have seen from the Asian markets, particularly with the minimising of John Boyega in Star Wars and a few other examples I can think of. But yeah, I don't know what to make of it, because adapting a game or a movie into a TV series and changing it drastically never makes any sense. Race swapping characters that are already established never makes sense. If you don't think the original show or cast was diverse enough, then make the regular characters, all the white characters, just less involved in your story. Write a story that focuses on new characters or smaller characters. Give them the attention, and you may sort of be pushing people to the side, but you're not really destroying anything. Whereas if you go and totally redo a character or race swap them or change their gender, something like that, basically change them, you're upsetting the people that are attached to those characters. And I don't think you really earn any points with people who want diversity, because they're just getting hand-me-downs and traded over, swapped around characters. And it shows just a lack of faith in the audience, that you can actually create an original character that is diverse and it will do as well as the already established white character. So I think just in general, so I do agree with some of the criticisms that changing something drastically for your own sort of benefit or enjoyment, rather than thinking about what the audience wants and what an established fan base wants, is a mistake. Race swapping, changing the gender, I think are a mistake as well. I do believe in diversity, but you write new characters, and unfortunately that takes talent and some faith, and a lot of creators don't have that, so they just race swap the characters that already have brand recognition, and then if people don't like that, they just call them racist, rather than saying, well, yes, we kind of changed your character and you're upset now. Instead, we'll just call you racist and imply that that's the issue. Like if we had just created a new character, that you would have reacted the same way. Some people would, because some people are racist, but most people wouldn't. I think most people are just annoyed by the fact that they change things, and they promise you something and then they give you something else and then tell you should like it, and if you don't, you're racist, rather than just, like I said, creating a more diverse cast, creating new characters, expanding the story, and focusing more on representation, diversity. I think that works, but they rarely do that. So I don't totally disagree with some of the criticisms, but for the most part, I think it is racist people who, they have the same complaints. It's always, oh, it's trash, it's badly written, blah, 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 all this stuff, which sounds oddly enough like what they were saying about Star Trek Discovery, but they were right about Star Trek Discovery and Picard. So I think I gave them too much a benefit of the doubt, because they say the same thing about every show that has diversity and representation. And some of them are well written, some of them have likeable characters and are enjoyable. A good example is The Equalizer. I really enjoy that show. I think Queen Latifah is great in that. But they carried on about that, and I took a while to watch it, because I thought it must be, if they're really going on like that, it can't be great. And I really enjoyed it. So I really think Star Trek Discovery and Picard were the exceptions. And for the most part, people complaining about diversity, representation and wokeness are usually racist, homophobic, misogynistic, small-minded people who just, they usually can't even think of new complaints, or, have sort of specific they don't really cater to the show. It's just always the same thing. Oh, it's trash. Oh, it's woke. Oh, it's badly written. Oh, it's the worst show ever made. Blah blah. Same old complaints. Same old talking points. But yeah, it looks like Resident Evil is getting the same treatment, but it is interesting that they are getting it from a foreign market, which does sort of have a history of some race issues and cultural issues. So it's an interesting sort of situation. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I apologise for my voice. I don't know what it is. I'm just really quiet at the moment. Bye.